So I started this video series a while ago. I'm up to day 50, would you believe? So I'm more than halfway through my 90-day challenge. Um, to try to get more about what it is we do and why we do it out into the world, right? More of this face, right? So people get to know who I am, and the sorts of things that we can achieve, and hopefully adding a little bit of value. Now, there've been, a few people commenting, some things and some insights have been sharing. Some people have remarked on how we keep up. Pro tip on that one: we, as a team, we get together and we, review um, notifications from Microsoft themselves. We learn from others in the community and such like. There's lots of wonderful people on YouTube and Instagram and LinkedIn and a variety of different places sharing so much content about what Microsoft 365 is about. Problem is, it's really hard to keep up with all this stuff. And it's a full-time job, if I'm honest. But it's more about, for me, looking for opportunities of where I can help my clients save time. And even those people I interact with, just either through video and chat like this, or just interact on social media or networking groups. It's about giving back as much value as possible. If I can save you 5 minutes a day, brilliant. But there's other things that and common themes that I'm getting from conversations I'm having with with potential clients, existing clients, and such like. There's this theme around automation and integration, and it's something we've been doing for a long, long time about connecting things together. A recent conversation with a potential client was around integrating Teams and their CRM. We were looking at using Teams as their phone system, and they were really keen on integrating that with their CRM. Now, this begs the question what you mean by CRM, by integration. And there's lots of different elements when it comes to integrating your phone system with your CRM and why you'd want to do that. The first one is click to dial. You've got your CRM, it's in your web browser, you tap a link with the phone number on it, and it starts dialing using your dialer. Now, any soft phone based solution should do this without question, right? And if it can't do that basic thing, and this would also light up and enable click to dial, or should enable click to dial on any phone number that is presented within a web page. It uses a launcher code. Might see things like mail to or link, etc. In this case, it should have TEL colon and then it will dial the phone number. Now, Team supports that natively, right? You can do that. So that's number one. It should do that, and every phone system should do that at a minimum if it's a soft phone. The next one is that integration for the caller, right? So the caller dials into your system, and what we would like to be able to do is when that call is presented to a contact center agent that is receiving that call, the name of that person, if they're known to us, comes up because we're identifying their caller ID, linking that against the CRM and presenting that to the agent. Why? That allows a couple of different things. Number one, it provides a more personal experience, but it also makes it easier for you as the receiver of that call to understand who might be calling you. Is it the accounts department of that business you've been working with, or is it your VIP client that you're waiting to hear from? So this is the next level of CRM. Now this can be done a variety of ways. It can either be by a global contact list that is made available inside of Teams, for example, that is then synchronized with your CRM. That is quite a common way of doing this. So even if your system doesn't natively support a integration point, you can use a variety of synchronization tools to achieve a similar result. The final integration piece is when you've gone in an IVR or an interactive voice response unit. This is the one where you press one, press two, or you're asked to tell the system what it is, what sort of help you need. Now, I don't know about you, but every time I'm asked, I go, oh, don't know what to say, right? I like the press one, press two, because then I'm guided specifically of what's possible. But then there's those more complicated ones that are actually able to use your caller ID information or potentially you typing in an account number to redirect your call appropriately, right? So if you're an existing customer, you type in your account number, and then it redirects that call to the most appropriate person. The really fancy phone systems out there that are used by a lot of the big four banks and insurance companies can even go one step further and actually use your caller ID and your account details to determine that the last time you called, you spoke to this particular agent, they're now currently available, and it directs you to that person. Really great, especially if you're on the call and your mobile phone drops out and you call straight back. It can identify that you were caller, you were on a call a few minutes ago, and it redirects you to a VIP queue waiting for that person if they're not quite currently available, the next person in the queue and be directed. So you've got VIP service back into that system. This is some of the more advanced integration points. And the cool thing is that through third parties and other capabilities, Microsoft Teams can service this need. It is very, very powerful. Very powerful. And that, to me, when someone says they want to integrate their CRM, that's what I'm thinking about. But not everyone thinks the same. So, when next time you're asking that you need to integrate your system or a system with another system, be very specific of what you mean.